Hello brothers and sisters of the interwebs, Steel Phoenix here, and welcome to another Theory Thursday. Quick announcement before we get started, this will be the last Theory Thursday until the end of the new volume, unless there is a theory related to something irrelevant to Volume 4. Because of the risk of the theory being completely wrong days after being uploaded due to the story developing, I don't want to start a new theory that's just going to be shot down instantly. Instead, I will do analysis and the like on certain aspects of the RWBY universe in place of Theory Thursday. Anyway, let's get on with the theory. This week's theory is about Salem, more specifically, how she got to appear the way she does. From what we can assume based on the transition dialogue during the episode, the beginning of the end, Salem is Cinder's superior, or partner, likely the one that supplied her with the glove that I call Glove Ex Machina, or the glove with the grim bug portal thing, which, as we saw after it was used on Amber, left a black mark on Cinder's back, likely a mark indicating that stealing of aura from another human being, as RWBY likes to pull inspiration from all different cultures and media, and common theme across the board is that craving a power or killing for power corrupts. It is likely that the emblem is the first mark of the start of corruption of Cinder from her desire for power. But how does this relate to Salem, you might ask? We don't see her back. This is true, but we do see her face. And in the center of her forehead is a black mark, though considerably smaller, still out of place for a human to have. And with her extensive knowledge of history, aura, and almost everything on Remnant, it is likely she is ancient, though looks considerably young, even compared to Osmond, who is the only other person speculated, major emphasis on speculated, to be extremely old. Annotation here for that theory. Salem also has access to the Grimm, similar to the ones in the glove, or at least access to the gloves, if she was the one who provided Cinder with the one she used. Using such dark power is bound to corrupt the appearance of someone much like the dark side of the Force does in Star Wars. And taking into consideration that aura seems to be tied to the soul and life force, it is possible that it has the capacity to reject whoever tries to take it against its will. Such rejection would have dire consequences: pain, disfigurement, even the death of someone that isn't immensely powerful, which would explain the vein-like or even crack-like lines across her arms and face. This could also explain her glowing eyes. With all the aura energy inside her, it wouldn't be terribly surprising to see it radiate wherever it could, though there is another theory that ties into this that could explain her glowing eyes and the black and red markings along her pale white body, as well as her black attire with red markings. This theory ties in with my theory on Salem Creed and the Grim Weaver, annotation here, and a comment that I got in response to that theory. What if Salem is actually a Grimm herself? An immensely powerful Grimm that has evolved countless times into a sentient, vastly intelligent being that has learned many things throughout its life. As Ublex says, and as the world of Remnant says on Grimm, they learn and evolved, and every time they survive a battle, they learn and grow. And I'm sure a few of you are already typing in the comments, you already have proven yourself wrong. She's a human size, not a giant. She can't possibly be Grimm based on your own research, but we don't know for certain her size. We know she looks human in appearance, but there is nobody to compare her to in size. For all we know, she could be smaller than Neo even. But let's not get off track. If she were to survive and evolve long enough, perhaps she could have become sentient enough to learn human language and speech. This would also explain how she was able to provide a glove with a Grimm inside it to Cinder. It would also partially explain the lines along her arms and face, as the Grimm also have line patterns on their masks, though the Grimm line patterns are brighter red, where Salem's is a darker, almost violet red. Either way, whether she's the victim of corruption due to her unending desire for power, or she is a super advanced Grimm that has survived through the centuries, or even if she's neither and has a very different explanation for her appearance, I'm excited to get more background on her in the new season, as well as to see how the story continues to progress. But that's it for this theory. Like if you liked, comment what you think caused Salem to appear the way she does, subscribe to become part of the Phoenix Brotherhood, and if you would like to help support me to keep the channel alive and help it grow, please consider donating to me on Patreon. Thank you all so much for watching, and as usual, thank you, have a nice day. This is Steel Phoenix signing off.